to the TokyoBill Weekly Update, stories around Japan of interest to me, TokyoBill. Today's December 6th, 2025.
Cities around the world are growing fast, with nearly half of the global population living in urban areas. In 1975, there were only 8 megacities with over 10 million people, but now there are 33, mainly in Asia. Jakarta, with 42 million people, has recently surpassed Tokyo as the largest city, according to a UN report. Other large cities include Dhaka, New Delhi, Shanghai, and Cairo. Although city growth often suggests economic success, it can also lead to problems as seen as Jakarta, which faces flooding and overcrowding. It's predicted that Dhaka may become the largest city by 2050, while Tokyo's population may decline due to Japan's aging population. Japanese researchers have started a large project to dig up houses buried by ash from a Mount Fuji eruption over 300 years ago. The volcano covered the Subashiri district in Shizuoka Prefecture with about 3 meters of ash. This excavation is the first of its kind for houses affected by Mount Fuji's eruptions. The researchers will study the construction, types of wood used, fire occurrences, the time taken for roofs to collapse, and the amount of ash on the homes. The 1707 eruption spread ash widely, even reaching central Tokyo. Researcher Kohei Sugiyama hopes the findings will help in disaster prevention. Singer Maki Otsuki, known for the anime One Piece theme song, was interrupted mid-song during a performance in Shanghai last Friday. Her management representative stated this was due to unavoidable circumstances. She was set to perform at the Bandai Namco Festival 2025 over 2 days, but her show was halted and cancelled, apparently due to political tensions between Japan and China. Relations have worsened following comments by Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi about potential military intervention in Taiwan, leading to China expressing anger and canceling events. The festival was completely cancelled, with the organizers providing only vague excuses. Other artists, like Momoiro Clover Z and Ayumi Hamasaki, also faced cancellations. Following the incident, Hamasaki expressed her belief via Instagram that entertainment should connect people. Japan is changing its health insurance ID system, allowing people to use older cards temporarily. Starting Monday, conventional insurance cards expire. From Tuesday, users can identify themselves with integrated health insurance and My Number ID cards, or a certificate from their insurance provider. Those without these options can continue using expired cards until March 2026. As of now, only about 37% of My Number card holders have integrated their insurance, and awareness of the new system is low, with only 10% of patients using integrated cards at one Tokyo dental clinic. Some users have expressed concerns about accessing services due to confusion over the new system. The first auction of high-quality winter yellowtail tuna from Ishikawa Prefecture has taken place, with one fish selling for a record 4 million yen, around $26,000. A local fishery cooperative ships premium yellowtail weighing 14 kilograms or more under the name Kirameki every December, focusing on keeping the fish fresh. The 4 million yen fish was auctioned at Kanazawa Port and came from Noto, a town affected by a strong earthquake last year. Local supermarket operator Donkaku bought the 14.5 kilogram yellowtail, planning to showcase it and begin sales on Wednesday. President of Donkaku, Munihiro Yamaguchi, explained that the company's auction participation aims to support recovery efforts and uplift the spirits of Noto residents by selling winter delicacies like cold yellowtail. Major Japanese insurance companies are introducing new products for businesses and municipalities affected by increasing wild bear sightings. While current non-life insurance policies cover property damage from bears, a new product focuses on economic losses for hotels and leisure facilities. Tokyo Marine and Nichido Fire Insurance will reimburse lost bookings for businesses that must shut down temporarily due to bear presence. The insurance will also cover costs for protective measures like electric fencing, with maximum payouts of 10 million yen, about $64,000, requiring proof of bear intrusions. MS&A&D Insurance Group Holdings is supporting local governments by helping them create manuals and conduct drills to manage bear encounters. This initiative coincides with new authority for local governments to use firearms against bears that enter neighborhoods. On Monday, publishing company Jiyu Kokuminsha announced the finalists for its annual Japanese language words of the year, with Hataraite, 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 Mairimasu. In English, I pledge to work, 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 winning the grand prize, associated with Prime Minister Sanae Takeichi. Takeichi has faced criticism for her statement about eliminating work-life balance in her schedule and for demanding early morning meetings from her staff. The 10 finalists include terms reflecting both cultural phenomena and pressing economic issues, such as climate change and challenges linked to U.S. tariffs. The awards also recognized Mr. Pro Baseball in memory of recently deceased baseball legend Shigeo Nagashima.
Japan is facing an increase in car thefts and home invasions, challenging its image of a low-crime society. Recent data from the National Police Agency shows a 29% rise in car thefts in the first half of the year, with Aichi Prefecture, home of Toyota, seeing a 50% increase. Organized car crime is now prevalent, with thieves using remote overriding technology that allows them to steal cars quickly. Many victims do not have adequate security measures in place. Home burglaries also rose significantly, reaching 8,900 cases in the first 6 months, the highest in 5 years. Saitama, Chiba, and Ibaraki prefectures make up a quarter of cases. Many incidents involve taking advantage of unlocked doors. Individuals are urged to take basic security precautions like locking doors and installing alarms and cameras. Back in October, Japanese and U.S. researchers announced the successful genome editing of the snail Biomphalaria glabrata, which carries the human parasite Schistosoma mansoni. Utilizing CRISPR technology, this research aims to enhance prevention and treatment of schistosomiasis, which impacts over 200 million people and causes around 200,000 deaths each year. The snail larvae infect human hosts particularly in Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia, including Japan, with current treatments only effective against adult worms. The researchers' molecular-level technology allows for a deeper understanding of the snail's immune responses and identifies genes related to infection resistance. Further research is uncertain due to recent NIH funding cuts under the Trump administration. A 17-year-old high school student from Osaka has been arrested for cyber attacks on an internet cafe chain, with over 7 million pieces of personal data leaked. The Tokyo police reported that the attacks began in January, leading to an investigation of unauthorized computer access. The suspect, who has a background in self-taught programming and won a cybersecurity contest, allegedly created malware and sought advice from ChatGPT to bypass security measures. The malware conducted over 7.24 million cyber attacks, prompting the company to suspend certain app functions. The suspect has admitted to his actions, expressing the fun he had exploiting vulnerabilities. Cybercrime among youths in Japan is rising, with nearly 70% of suspects in their teens or 20s. Toyota revealed its GR GT supercar on December 5th at Woven City, marking its world debut and setting a release target for around 2027. The model is positioned as the apex of Toyota's GR sports car lineup, and the first true supercar since the Lexus LFA in 2010. Although pricing details were not shared, the GR GT will be developed under Toyota's GR brand, with plans for regular production of supercars to ensure the transfer of manufacturing techniques and engineering expertise to future generations. Chairman Akio Toyoda emphasized the importance for preserving this accumulated know-how, referring to it as a secret sauce for the future to be entrusted to upcoming generations in the craft of car building. In an article by Kosuke Takahashi in The Diplomat, he discusses how China is leveraging Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's recent comments on Taiwan to exert pressure on Japan. Utilizing the three warfare strategy, public opinion warfare, psychological warfare, and legal warfare, Beijing seeks to manipulate perceptions and political outcomes non-militantly, reflecting Sun Tzu's strategy of winning without combat. Unsubstantiated claims regarding the safety of Chinese nationals in Japan have led to a significant decrease in Chinese tourist hotel bookings, prompting Japan's foreign ministry to provide counter data. Both nations have addressed the UN Secretary General, with Japan underscoring its defensive-only stance regarding its security policy, while firmly rejecting China's sovereignty claims over Okinawa. And to better demonstrate Japan's honesty and integrity, Takahashi encourages greater efforts to communicate with UN member states in their home languages, rather than relying on passive translation efforts overseas. That brings us to the end of news items for the week ending December 6th. These and other stories, and any local craft beer events going on around the Tokyo area, you can read at theTokyoBill.com, along with links to the original stories and my merch store. I've been, and remain, Tokyo Bill. Thank you for listening, and take care.